Hi, welcome to the next episode of ReThynk AI, where we talk about artificial intelligence and its implication in your life, with an aim to teach artificial intelligence to at least 10 million people globally. Today's topic is really interesting. It's Understanding Generative AI, a beginner's guide to the future, where we will see how AI is transforming creativity and productivity from the perspective of generative AI. So if you are new to our channel, please consider subscribing. Don't forget to press the bell icon. And if you have any question, please share in the comment section. And most importantly, don't forget to share these videos with your family members, colleagues, and friends, because here we provide you comprehensive study about artificial intelligence and the background knowledge about artificial intelligence. It's like a complete comprehensive study for you. So today's topic is really interesting. This is about generative AI. So let's dive deep into the lecture. I don't believe in wasting time. So here is our today's introduction, what we are going to talk about. How generative AI is shaping our future. What is it? How does it work? Why is it important? This guide simplifies everything from beginner perspective. So if you are someone who is just new to artificial intelligence, or you are just tired of seeing all those advanced concepts, but you are not getting the foundational knowledge, then this lecture is for you. Note what is generative AI and introduction. Generative AI is a branch of artificial intelligence that can create original content such as text, images, music, video, and code by learning from vast amounts of existing data. Remember, there are people who say AI's content is not original. Trust me, it's original, because how human beings work. We have, years of experiences. We have seen books, magazines, articles, and then on the basis of that, we create something new. And the same thing has been done by artificial intelligence. We human being get the knowledge, information from the previous generation, and then we add some of our learnings, and then we leave it for the next generation, and then next generation repeat the same process. So the similar thing is happening with artificial intelligence, and I don't know why people are not talking about this relevant concept. So, unlike traditional AI that only analyzes or classifies, generative AI produces new outputs based on patterns and structure it has learned. Okay, so this is a process similar like human beings. However, there is a debate outside where people talk about whether AI is just copy the content or AI just create the new content. However, I believe AI, generative AI creates new content. What you can do with AI, from writing emails to composing music, designing visuals, generative AI is unlocking creativity, improving productivity, reshaping how we work and create. It's not just a tool, it's a creative pattern in the digital age. Remember that. So this is generative AI, and this is how it's work. Now let's go to the next slide. What is generative AI? AI that creates new content, text, image, music, video, code, goes beyond analysis. That's if you say like Jaideep, there is a repetition from last slide. No, there is no repetition, because this is the new pointer that goes beyond analysis. It generates original work and from the patterns. Okay, so that's the difference, and that's why I believe we should call generative AI creates new content, as human beings also follow the same pattern. Remember, when we started our journey, we learned everything from the past generation, including physics, chemistry, mathematics, bio, space science, research, and theories and research papers, everything from, and even the basic, the language we speak. it was all created by the previous generation and the generation before that, and we adopted everything. Then we started adding our own layer of learnings. Okay, and we left it for the next generation. Remember that it's original. Okay, generative AI, the creative extension of human intelligence. There are people who say it's a replacement of human beings. I don't believe in that. It's the extension of human intelligence. Generative AI is not here to replace human creativity, it's here to extend it. By working alongside us, it helps translate ideas into reality faster, explore more possibilities, and reduce the friction between inspiration and execution. Yes, that's most important. It's reduce the friction between inspiration and execution. Whether you are an artist, entrepreneur, educator, student, generative AI acts as a creative accelerator, giving you access to tools and ideas you never had before. Artificial intelligence, people believe that it's a replacement. No, it's a creative extension of human intelligence. It amplifies our strength, fills skill gaps, open doors for people who once felt excluded from creative field. Specifically, if I believe, if I have, I focus on my own thought process, I believe the best part, the best application of generative artificial intelligence is for people who come from art background. Remember that. In essence, generative AI is not the end of the creativity, it is the beginning of a more inclusive, innovative era. Remember, all these words are true, and there will come a time when people will talk about these ideas. So we are actually discussing these ideas far in advance. So how does a generative AI works? It's trained on massive data sets using deep learning. Okay, there are used data sets, and then artificial intelligence pick up the patterns and then implement the patterns. It learns structures, grammar, logic from the data. Then it's add some mathematical principles like average, probability, permutation combination to identify which is the best pattern out of all. And then it generates human-like content based on that knowledge. So yes, it's based on previous knowledge. So we human beings also do the same. Example, ChatGPT writes sentence by predicting patterns. Okay, so how generative AI works in the background? Behind every AI generated image, paragraph, or song is a powerful system of machine learning working quietly in the background. Okay, this is the back-end work of generative AI. Generative AI is trained on massive data sets, millions of images, books, code, snippets, or sound. So it can learn patterns, structures, and relationship between them. And once it has identified all these three things, it can generate new patterns, new structure, and new relationship. Okay, remember, like take one example. Let's say this is one packet of knowledge. This is another packet of knowledge. This is another packet of knowledge. This is another packet of knowledge. What GI is going to do, it's going to connect all these patterns to identify the loopholes or the structure in them, and then it's going to create. And then let's say there is a new packet of, then it's going to create the new, totally new connection. And then there is a more packet and more packet. There are billions of permutations, combinations, because there are billions of packets of knowledge. So using models like neural networks, especially deep learning and transformer architectures, it processes your input and predicts the most likely output based on what it has learned. This happens in milliseconds through billions of calculations, often run on specialized hardwares like GPUs. Okay, so we have like big GPUs. They process all the information, all the fast calculations, and in fact, the speed is billions of calculations in millisecond. Though the interface may seem simple, what powers generative AI is a complex and intelligent system. It's not equal to human being, but that human mind is very sharp, very bright. Okay. So it's based on a different system that constantly evolve with every interaction, making it smarter, faster, and more capable over time. Remember that. This is how artificial intelligence work. Let me erase previous marks. Okay. Here is some examples of generative AI tools. Remember, make a list of all these tools. One day, these tools are going to help you in your work, in your life. ChatGPT, for if you are concerned about text, question and answers, ideas, use ChatGPT. Specifically, ChatGPT is for these purposes. For if you want image generation, Midjourney and DALL-E are really good tool for image generation, art generation. I have more list of more tools as well. Suno and AIVA are for music composition if you want to create your own music of some kind. Runway ML for video generation and editing. Then GitHub Copilot for code generation. These are the most potent and relevant tool right now. Here are some additional tools. Let me rub it again. For image generation, you have Midjourney and DALL-E. However, if you want to try, then there is another tool which is Leonardo AI. I have personally used Leonardo AI, and it's an amazing tool. Then 11 Labs text to speech, voice generation, and multiple realistic tones. So you can go with Suno or AIVA or 11 Labs. Then MUF, professional voiceover for presentation, ads, and e-learning. So these three tools basically are really good if you are in the form of, if you are an educator, you are in marketing some form, or you have to make lots of presentations. This is a great tool for you. Descript is audio video editing using AI transcription and overview. Canva AI. Canva designs assistants for presentation, post, and content. So this is a complete package, whether you are an educator, whether you are in marketing, you are a manager, you want to guide your juniors, or you are an interns, you are stuck with a new company. Everything is whole packaged here. And in the next couple of slides, I will give you a bright idea as well. Then comes Jasper AI, long form content generation for blogs, ads, and emails. Remember, ChatGPT creates content for you, but ChatGPT can write text up to 1,000 words in one go. So if you want more content from ChatGPT, you need basically give multiple prompts to create the long form text. However, if you want to create your text in just one go, use Jasper AI. Then let's talk about your career. Rezi, it's a AI resume builder with ATS optimization. Okay, so these are the tools I highly recommend. Make a list of all the tools, and they are really relevant tools no matter what is your profession, what is your profile. Here is something remarkable. If you want to make regular income with AI, I highly recommend please watch this video. This video is the last video on this YouTube channel. It's about how you can use artificial intelligence to make your own income, right? I have done it, and then someone asked me for some ideas, so I have shown how you can use artificial intelligence to make different, how you can use different artificial intelligence tools to make your own income. And this is a full length video of 35 minutes. Here I have shown everything in a very step by step manner. So these are the same tools you can use for your job as well, or you can use to make a separate source of income. So if you have not seen this video, I highly recommend go back into this channel and watch this video. And now let's go to the next slide, which is why is it a big deal? Why generative AI is a big deal? First of all, it's boost creativity and productivity. Yes. Then it makes teaching language, learnings, everything accessible to everyone. Now there is no barrier. Actually, artificial intelligence has normalized the platform when it comes to learning. It drives innovation in education, healthcare, and business. So why generative AI is important for humanity? There are people who have negative opinion about artificial intelligence. Remember, I have deep respect for your opinions. However, your opinions are not based on a strong foundation or strong understanding of artificial intelligence and human beings, how human beings work actually. Generative AI marks a turning point in how humans creates, communicate, and solve problems. Remember, a few years back, a very prominent institute did a research and it detected breast cancer 5 years in advance. 5 years in advance. So we can see a pattern where we can use artificial intelligence to solve almost all of our big problems like health issues, aging issues, hair issues. Okay, we can create advanced medicines. We can look for loopholes in problems like depressions, PTSD, and we can solve them clearly. Then we can come up with advanced material to reduce the production cost. So it has huge benefits. Okay, and when it comes to earning, I have shown how you can use artificial intelligence to have your own earning in the last slide. It empowers individuals to produce high quality content, art, music, and ideas, regardless of background, skill level, or resources. This level is the playing field and foster inclusion, giving voices to those who previously lacked access to creative and or technical tools. Remember, this is the best tool to empower middle class, lower middle class, and those who are below poverty line. And I'm not talking about a specific country, I'm talking about all the developing countries and the countries which are still in the foundation phase. Okay, this is giving you the access to the best of the knowledge and tools. More importantly, generative AI boosts productivity, accelerates innovation, and helps us imagine solutions to global challenges in healthcare, education, sustainability, and beyond. It's not just a technical advancement, it's a catalyst for human potential. When used responsibly, generative AI can help us build a more creative, efficient, and connected world. I would like to share one example with you that why artificial intelligence, generative artificial intelligence is so important. Years back, I have shared this story many times here again. Years back, when I started my research journey, I used to visit a library to identify the right book and then identify the right paragraph. So it means you have to invest like 2 3 hours or sometime maybe more to identify the right paragraph to read or right chapter to read. I'm not saying you have started reading. I'm saying you have put all the efforts going to libraries and getting access and then finding the right book of by visiting the entire library, and then you identify the book, then you scan the book, then you find the right chapter. Or sometime you are not going to find anything in one book, then you have to check the second book or the third book or the fourth book. Then sometime it took like whole day to identify the one book, one chapter. And then it was the beginning of Google gave everything in front of you. It's your job to identify which is the right blog or link to read. And then still let's say you have the access of the right link. You have read one article, then another article, then another article, then another article. Still it's your headache to connect all the dots of all whatever you have learned, whether it's paragraph or chapter. Then you have artificial intelligence, generative artificial intelligence. This entire work is done in 1 second. Now you can use your time in most important task. What is its implementation? What its application? How we can give the access to people? How people are going to use it? How they can have better engagement and experiences? That's why generative artificial intelligence is really important. What are the main risks and concerns? So misinformation and deepfake is number one. When there are people who have different criterias, but when it comes to talking about the risks and concerns, I always talk about misinformation and deepfake as the first one. Then copyright and ethical concern. It's second in my list. Then potential bias in output, and then fear of job displacement. So I always put job displacement at the bottom because artificial intelligence is creating opportunity for you to generate passive income, to create income for as freelancer, self-employed, whatever is your way. So fear of job displacement, then potential bias in output, then copyright and ethical concerns, and then misinformation and deepfake. I hope one day government around the world will come together to form rules and regulations to handle these risks and concerns. So what are let's have its explanation. While generative AI offers powerful benefits, it also brings serious risks that must be addressed. One major concern is misinformation. AI can generate fake news, deepfakes, and misleading content at a large scale. There are also ethical issues around copyrights, originality, and the misuse of AI-generated work without consent or credit. So if you are using someone else's work or it's the extension of someone else's work with the help of artificial intelligence, I highly recommend please give the due credit wherever it's required. Another risk is bias. AI model can unintentionally reflect or amplify social stereotypes if trained on flawed data. Additionally, there are fears of job disruption, especially in creative customer services and content role. There are a few roles that's automatically going to be replaced by artificial intelligence, but I'm not predicting that doomsday as of now. To ensure a safe and fair future, it's crucial to use generative AI responsibly, transparently, and with clear guidelines. Ethical innovation must grow alongside technical advancement. So these two things, like ethical innovation and technical advancement, must go side by side in real life. So how you can start using it today? Use ChatGPT for writing, learning, or idea creation. Try Canva for design and posts. You can use AI for resumes, presentations, time-saving tasks. So everything is open to you. However, I highly recommend please take care of these common ethical issues when you use generative AI. I have provided one video in the YouTube channel where I have talked about 25 principles of to take care of ethical concerns when it comes to artificial intelligence. Go to the channel, identify the right video. Why I don't provide the link of the right video in the description section? Why? Because as a learner, if you are really interested, you will find it. If not, then there is no point in giving you that as well. Remember, there was a time when I traveled, use, and I scanned book for like hours to get the right chapter. Because if you inherently, if you are passionate about learning something new, you will find it. But if you are not passionate about it, even if it's given to you, still you will not pay any attention to it. That's why if you are really interested in learning, find that video. That's up to you. I have created the resource for you, but it's your job to see whether you are passionate, you have deep hunger for it. If yes, you have hunger for it, you will find it. If you don't, there is no point in giving it to you. Generative artificial intelligence raises several ethical concerns that need careful attention. One key issue is authorship and ownership. Who truly owns the content generated by AI, especially when it's built on existing human created work? Like go ahead with the work of Leonardo da Vinci, or you go ahead with the work of Helen Keller, or you go ahead with the work of any ancient figure. Okay, so in that case, give the due credit. If you are, let's say you are using the reference of any particular content and you are making an extension, then give the credit there. Another is bias in AI can unintentionally produce content that reflect racial, gender, or cultural differences present in its training and data. So if you are creating something with the help of artificial intelligence, please look into the content and see you have given the deep respect everyone, irrespective of race, gender, religion, region, or political creed. There are also concerns around misuse, such as generating fake news, deep fakes, harmful content. So always make sure transparency is, you have complete transparency. While it's another challenge, users often don't know how AI made a decision or what data it was trained on. So if you create something, please take care of these things. To address these issues, developers and users must prioritize accountability, fairness, and responsible design. Ethical AI is not just good practice, it's essential for building trust and protecting society. So make sure you use artificial intelligence responsibly, as you are the warrior, the soldier of making artificial intelligence ethical and accessible for everyone. So here is the conclusion. Generative AI is transforming how we think, work, and create. So start small, stay curious, and grow with the technology. What is my call to action? Like, share, and subscribe for more AI insights. Yes, definitely it's necessary. Comment below, what will you create first with generative AI? If you have anything special in your mind, share it with me. If you have any question, you can share that as well. And these are the prominent tool which has been given to you by ReThynk AI. ReThynk AI magazine, 13th magazine edition is already live. You can check the link in the description section. Then I have started answering all your questions on Quora. You can visit Quora section where all your questions has been already been answered. Then if you want to learn deep, then you can reach academia, where I have provided 6 discussion papers, and you can access them as well. Beside that, I have provided 24,000 prompt use cases, and we are in the way of phase of development more. So if you need prompt, you can visit amazon.com and you can get the access. Just search my name, Jaideep Parashar. You will get all the prompts there in the form of different prompts, books. Most importantly, why we have selected Amazon. If you need, Amazon can make these books available at your doorstep as well in the printed form. So with this, another lecture comes to an end. This lecture has been presented by me. I'm founder director of ReThynk AI, researcher, keynote speaker, and author. This lecture has been researched and prepared by ReThynk AI. This presentation has been prepared by Vista Libreta. They are our marketing partner. And these are the details. If you want some advice how they make these presentations, or designing, or you need some guidance, help in marketing, you can reach out to them on this number. Or if you want to talk to us, this is our website and email ID. You can reach out to us directly. With this, another lecture comes to an end. I would like to say, visit this lecture, watch again, and till then, take care of yourself. See you very soon, and have a great weekend. ReThynk AI is your artificial intelligence partner. See you soon.